Wow, that was quick. Man, that was quick. That's a quick turnaround right there, baby. I'm trying to tell you. Hey, people, how you doing? My name is Tim Black. Get up here. Hello, my name is Tim Black. Welcome to the Tim Black at Night Show. Glad you can make it. You're here. You're in the house. You're not late. I'm late. You're not early. I'm late. I want to make an announcement. There is something foul going on in our media space. We got to talk about it right now tonight. It really is foul. We're going to call it out. Second thing, before we get into any of that, guys, let me make sure that you can hear me on Periscope, Facebook, and YouTube. So let's take a real quick check. Make sure that's good. People on Facebook, all right. Hey, Dolores. Hey, Uli. How you doing? What's up, George? What's up, Lane Farmer. Welcome, Lane Farmer. That's a new name. How you doing? Bruce. What's up, Bruce? And John Britt and Linda. What's up, Linda? Good to see you. Diana and Donnie. Donnie, I see you commenting, man. Thank you, Donnie, for the comments on the YouTube channel, man. I appreciate it. Marcy, Diana, John, Evan. I'm back to calling you Evan again. What's up, Evan? What's up, Chris? Thank you for the bumper sticker thing once again. La Renee is in the house. Suwan, Charlene. Judy Walker, and Danielle, and Rebecca, and yeah. We're about to kill it, guys. Now let me go check, make sure my people on YouTube are ready to go. Oh, I got a new member by the name of Rev Marie. What's up, Rev Marie? How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the Wolfpack. Rev, I've seen you on Twitter. We've talked before. Thank you for becoming a member officially. We appreciate you, sister. Literally and figuratively. She's a reverend. I hope that's right. I don't know. Hey, what's up, Edwin? Edwin gave me a super chat off the break. What's up, Edwin? Thank you, Edwin. Shane James and Mars54 and Ariadne, Jerry and J3A or THR3. I don't know what that means. What? Glad you're here. What's up, Jilly Love? What's going on, Gavin? What's up, Sure? What's up, it's what's up, yo? What's up, 90? What's up, Chris? What's up, Karen Mitchell with Colin Eagle? And Beat the House Sports. Or Bet the House? Yeah, Bet the House. No, it's Beat the House. Beat the House. Can you beat the house for real? I thought the house always wins, man. All right, guys, looks like we're looking good here on YouTube. Somebody would have said, Tim, we can't hear you, man, by now. What's up, Truth Can't Be Silenced? Thank you, Dave, for doing moderation there on the YouTube channel. I want to thank my moderators here. I also want to say big ups to Joy and Buck over on Facebook who run my Tim Black Speak on the group. They are the moderators and the admins on that group. So, guys, please continue to go join that group and post something. Just post something over there. Also, guys, what else? Oh, yeah. Become a member of the Tim Black Wolfpack. We're giving out free gift packs to Tim Black Wolfpack members. What's up, Diane Gately? I got your messages, and I saw you got my message, and I saw that you became a $5 member of the Tim Black Wolfpack. So, yeah, let's make it happen. Thank you so much, sister. What's up, Tim Nichols and Shermack? All right, guys. So, sometimes it's a little hard to like gather up the news and like do a little dive and make sure that what I'm presenting for the evening is going to be hot. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be, when I say hot, I don't mean sensational. I just mean useful and relevant. That's all I mean. Because it doesn't have to be sensational for us to cover it. It just has to be something that matches us. So part of being in the Tim Black Speak on the group on Facebook, guys, because I know a lot of people turned off with Facebook, is I'm going to be going there and checking what you guys have found. I can't afford at this point, to hire people, per se. So I rely on viewers and fans and supporters and members of the Tim Black Wolfpack to say, Tim, hey man, check out this story. I've checked this out. I think it's interesting. Consider sharing it with the community. That helps me a lot because I know if it matters to you, it'll probably matter to other members of the community. So please continue to do that. And to do that, guys, you'll be a Patreon member on the Wolfpack, Tim Black Wolfpack, or join the Facebook group. Helps me a lot. Okay, guys, let's get down to business. All right, so there's a lot of conversation about the polling data that's been out lately. People have been talking about it, and we know we covered it last night. If you missed the show, there has been one clip I put out about Joe Biden slipping in the polls and Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren passing him by 1 point in the latest Monmouth poll. Also, Kamala Harris has dipped 12 points, so that's never good. Yeah, the fall 12 points is bad. But I neglected to mention that Bernie Sanders had gained 6 points. And I also noticed that they failed to mention it in MSNBC and CNN and CBS and ABC and a lot of other networks as well. I'm glad that Bernie Sanders had pointed it out. That's where I got the information, Johnson. So, Bernie Sanders had a really good week. And just on the heels of him having a really good week, where are we going to go first? Yeah. Now we got some controversy because there are a number of people who are Yang supporters. Andrew Yang, we know Andrew Yang running for the nomination in the Democratic primary, unknown. He's an entrepreneur. He has this thing he's running on called the Freedom Dividend, which is the cornerstone of his campaign. I had the opportunity to interview Andrew Yang. We talked about it. This was many months ago. Since then, I've had new questions. Also has a lot of you. You're like, hey, Tim, what about safety net programs? Tim, what about this? Tim, what about inflation? Tim, if you give people $1,000 a month, but then you cut their access to this and access to that, well, that kind of just helps who? So these are the questions that people have been asking. And that's when, you wish you kind of had an opportunity to do a do-over to get more information, because now it's like, okay, I don't know where to go with it. Well, today I saw a clip by Crystal Ball on the Hill, and I want to share it with you because she asked Bernie Sanders what did he think about the universal basic income, and here goes his response.
Cannot allow robotics, technology, artificial intelligence to simply throw people out on the street. Technology has got to benefit all of us, not just the heads of large corporations.
Why is a federal jobs guarantee better than a universal basic income?
I will tell you why. A simple reason. I think most people want to work. They want to be a productive member of society. I think it's a very deeply ingrained feeling that people have. They don't want to sit on the side. Yes, of course, getting a guaranteed income is better than having nothing and sleeping out on the street. That's for sure. But I think people want to be part of our humanity, to be truthful, and how we feel good about ourselves is when we are productive members of our society. We're contributing something. And I think people feel that very strongly. And I think there is more than enough work to be done in so many areas. And our job is to say, if you are able to work, we have a job for you. Because the truth is, we have so much work to do to rebuild this country in so many ways.
Wow. Now, guys, the fallout from that comment, as brief as it was, very brief, very, very, very short clip, not exactly a scathing indictment of Andrew Yang at all. In fact, his name was not mentioned. But, of course, oh, man, you should see the internet. It's going berserk. Yang supporters, the Yang Gang people, are just losing their minds right now over this comment. In fact, Andrew Yang had a response to it. Gosh, he responded to it as well. He chimed in. So let me go back. Let's see if we can find that.
Robotics, technology, artificial intelligence to simply throw.
Let's see. Here we go. Here goes one of them. This is what Andrew Yang had to say about Bernie Sanders' response. And as you can see, he tagged Crystal Ball and Bernie Sanders. Crystal Ball, who had tweeted out the Bernie Sanders clip. He says, Bernie ignores the facts that money in our hands would create hundreds of thousands of local jobs. 2, recognize and reward the nurturing work being done in our homes and communities every day. He also assumes that everyone wants to work for the government, which isn't true. Okay? And let's see if we can get to the other one. He had another comment. Image. Let's see. Here we go. Here goes the second one, guys. And he followed it up with this tweet. He said, "It's very strange. He seemed open and warm to the idea of a universal basic income not too long ago. Now he seems irritated every time it comes up." Oh. Damn it, Yang. Oh. That was kind of weird. He just seemed that irritated. It just wasn't. To me, it didn't seem irritated. I don't know. It's kind of a weird way to put it. Bernie's never been accused of being too jovial. Oh, Bernie, you just need to calm down, be more serious, man. You're just always so crazy and silly, Bernie. No, that's never been the criticism of Bernie. Some other people have been criticized that way, though. Anyway, back to the point that he's making here, that they're both making, okay? So Bernie is saying, hey, some people just want to work for a living. Most of us want jobs. We don't just want you to give us $1,000 a month every month. All right, so look, here's the deal. In theory, it sounds great, people getting money. Sounds amazing, people getting money. People getting $1,000 a month, that would help people a whole lot in a lot of ways. If there was no strings attached, if it didn't mean other things didn't go away, if it was all things being neutral, if the only thing changed was you got $1,000 a month for every person over 18, no matter what, yeah, people would take that and be like, yeah, it's good stuff. Okay, so now what? But there has to be conditions to the $12,000 a year, right? Everybody can't get it. And this idea, these people saying that people who get it can just go live together, like, I don't know if I agree with that. People just moving in with each other. Well, now we can make it in L.A., Johnson, because you got $1,000 a month, I got $1,000 a month, and you got $1,000 a month. Now we can live in L.A. We can get a one-bedroom or an efficiency with that $3,000. This is really good. My thing has been, and it's going to remain to be until it's answered, my thing is, what other institutions are affected by these people getting the $1,000? And how are you getting the money for the $1,000? And don't just tell me we stopped going to war. Now, I've heard tell that there'll be some taxes raised on certain goods and services. That's what I saw, something about a VAT, okay? So that concerns me. But to Bernie's point, yeah, I don't know if that's the greatest response to the issue. I don't know if it's best to say people just want to work. People do want to work because people need to survive. There's a difference between people who want to work. Let's get it right. A lot of people work because people have bills. People would work less if they had less bills. That's just the fact of life, okay? So, Bernie, get in reality with us. That's how that works. The cost of goods and services are so damn high that people have to work harder in order to live indoors. It's not just we feel good when we have a hard day's work. And that's something out of the 50s. And I don't think they felt that way then. It's just that they needed to live indoors in the 50s too. But I also don't agree with Andrew Yang where it's like, oh, we just give everybody money and everybody just goes out and creates a business. Okay, so first of all, running a business is not as easy as people make it seem. If you're just giving them money, you can just be successful. That's not how it works. People waste money in business all the time. How do you control spending? How do you control everyone just raising prices on everything once people are giving more money? Well, we passed this new thing. President Yang passed this new UBI thing, and everybody's got more money. Well, let's make a pack of chewing gum, $20, Johnson. Let's make those $2 tomatoes $22. I mean, they got more money now. They can just spend it that way. And let's increase the price of rent. All of a sudden, the $1,000 starts becoming like just regular, but now the safety nets are gone, though. Buy a safety net, buy food stamps, buy $2 tuition assistance or buy home, the subsidies for homes, living, and all these things that Trump's already cutting the hell out of those. So these are concerns, and I think they're legitimate concerns. But once again, so we're clear, I don't believe you can just say people really want to work hard because that's good for their self-image. Okay? People want to work hard. There are good people that want to work hard, and there's some people who don't want to work as hard for a lot of reasons. There are people who can't work as hard as other people due to health reasons, do a lot of other things as well. And there are people with situations like daycare. There's all types of issues. I need to know on every facet of how much this $1,000 a month affects all services. And let's be clear and honest about it. And also, let's also respect the fact that if it weren't for the crazy amount of income inequality where people don't have, well, then people wouldn't be so forced to work jobs they can't stand. But don't give me the fallacy that everybody's just going to go out and start a new Microsoft or a new Amazon or a new whatever. It just doesn't work that way. I'm a small business person. I know it took years to figure it out. And you're still figuring it out every day. And I've worked at Fortune 100 and 500 and 300 companies. So I've had experience, and it's still hard to run your own business. It's still difficult. It's not an easy thing. Everyone's not made up to be an entrepreneur. And once people are given $1,000 a month, though, like I said, I'm not totally against the idea. But I'm also not just believing that it just takes care of everything. I don't think it does. And I think some people just going, give me money, give me money, give me money. And it's sort of like other, like, okay, what about everything else, though? What about all the other services? So all that matters, okay? I see, and I'm just keeping it real. I think that people now they're seeing Yang as a threat, and they're going to start being a little different to you, Yang. You just, you're at 2% or whatever, right? I think I saw as much as 5% in one poll, right? So now here comes scrutiny. Here comes closer opposition research. Here comes people actually mentioning you because you are now more relevant. Yes, this is what happens. This is what we want. This is what you expect. And I guess you're also hitting back as, it's a good win. It's a good day for Yang when he's kind of mentioned in the Bernie Sanders interview, right? That's good for Yang. Hell, I know it'd be a good day for me if I was mentioned in the Bernie Sanders interview. Hey, that guy Tim Black, I don't care what Bernie said. Just the fact he acknowledged it. Hey, Tim Black, oh yeah, I saw one of his videos. He's just too brash. I'd be like, yeah, that's my brand right there, boy. I'd be calling up, hey, Mom, Bernie Sanders, he mentioned me today in the interview, you know what I'm saying? He didn't say my name, but he said he, and they were talking about me, so I knew they meant me. I made it, Mom, I mean, don't sell nothing yet. Don't cut off your Social Security. Don't do that. But I'm just saying. So it's a good day. So people are so upset. I'm like, this is what happens. It's competition. There can only be one. And everybody's vying for the same nomination, right? So there's going to be more of this. So let's stop being so damn toxic and viscerally pissed off at people doing what they're supposed to do, which is create contrast, articulate that contrast, and explain why you're the optimal choice, why you would be the best leader. That's what I think you're supposed to do. So I got no problems with either side. All right, either side of the equation of this particular transaction of thoughts and of ideas. And shout out to Crystal Ball, and I hope to be on that show soon. I think I will be, because I think the stars will line up, and we'll be there, and we'll be getting more opportunity to get in front of people. So that'd be good for the channel here, and good for my people, my Tim Black Wolfpack, to see that happen. So now we're up to having all this conversation about Yang and Bernie and the little tiff or whatever that was that people want to make it out to be. I don't think it was. Which brings us to the next segment. Oh, man, they love themselves some Elizabeth Warren. That's right. The word came down from up high that Elizabeth Warren is the chosen one. Oh. Tim Black, why you got to say that, man? How do you come to that? Well, first of all, TYT loves Elizabeth Warren. Oh, Anna Kasparian and Emma Vigilant and Cenk Uygur just love her. Elizabeth Warren is the bestest. Yeah, that's the thing. And it's also, when you see stuff like this, it kind of gives you the impression, maybe they got a thing for her. Not just TYT, but the establishment.
Elizabeth Warren isn't just faster than a speeding bullet, faster than a camera can follow. Hello! Elizabeth Warren isn't just running for president, she's dashing. Her latest dash across a New Hampshire field has gone viral, inspiring comparisons to the Energizer Bunny.
Still going.
And the Prancer-sizer lady. Remember her vaguely horse-like exercise routine? Elizabeth Warren's sprint spawned memes. Me running for the bathroom when the movie is over. Me showing up 2 hours late to the family cookout that I'm gonna leave in 10 minutes. Me running to the edit room to get this piece done on time. We've seen Warren run before.
Sorry, I'm running for a train. You're the only presidential you're the fastest presidential nominee.
She moved faster than his mouth could, barreling into New York's Penn Station. We've seen her zip around Boston's Gay Pride Parade, but running at parades is almost a requirement.
What do you think?
For candidates age 70 and up, worried about being called
Sleepy Joe.
Or the dreaded
He's a low-energy individual.
By a president who has only ever been spotted running a few paces, maybe once or twice. As Democratic candidate Andrew Yang put it,
gosh, what could that guy beat me at? Being a slob?
Can't call Warren a sloth.
Hello?
Someone tweeted, just wait until she climbs the stairs 3 at a time on Air Force One. A leisurely climber, President Trump, has dissed President Obama for hopping and bobbing all the way down the steps, so inelegant and unpresidential. A conservative meme maker tried to dash Warren's energetic image. But even when she's tumbling, she's still an Energizer Bunny on a roll.
Keep going and going and going.
Jeannie Moos, CNN, New York.
Tim Black running to go get a barf bag. Jesus. Yeah, when they start doing that amount of circle jerking, that amount of fawning, everyone's fawning over Elizabeth Warren. Wow, she's running. Yeah, when I start seeing stuff like that, that makes me really, say, hey, the establishment really must like Elizabeth Warren. I mean, whole segment was about positivity about Elizabeth Warren. Yeah. I told you they made her the chosen one, man. They've decided. Well, Tim, that's not enough. That's just one stupid commercial. One, wasn't supposed to be a commercial. It's actually a segment in a in a leading cable news provider. But, it was just one segment, Tim. What else you got? You got to have more than that, Tim. Stop being such a kooky conspiracy theorist. Okay.
For Democratic strategist Danny Barefoot, his months of flirting with multiple candidates is over. After placing several Democrats in his top spot, Barefoot has decided he is now all in for Senator Elizabeth Warren. Barefoot making his choice Twitter official. This is what he wrote. After a bunch of thought, I've decided I'm throwing my support, money, and time behind Elizabeth Warren. I told myself I'd keep an open mind before making a choice this cycle, and I did. So with me to explain his choice, Danny Barefoot, a Democratic media strategist. Danny, nice to meet you. Nice to have you on.
Nice to see you as well, Brooke.
All right, so we read the Twitter thread, and, you said at one point you had, Kamala Harris or Kirsten Gillibrand or Pete Buttigieg in your top spots. So what made you go in on Senator Warren?
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm from sort of the more moderate establishment wing of the party, and to be completely honest with you, Senator Warren wasn't in my sort of even top 3 spots at the start of this campaign, but I sort of went in with an open mind and watched the campaign unfold, and she's the only candidate bringing her A game, in my opinion. She's sort of checking off every box as far as I'm concerned. She's bringing the plans, bringing the proposals. She's also getting the politics right. She's going to areas like Kermit, West Virginia, and making the case directly to Trump voters that we need big structural change. And, it's sort of interesting. A lot of the times the folks that are in sort of the more progressive wing of the party aren't serious about actually building the party. They sort of are attacking it. And I was really, really heartened to see Senator Warren, she's building up the party. She's meeting with party leaders. She's getting energy. She's getting enthusiasm. And she's just the person that I have faith to take on Donald Trump next year.
Wow. Did I prove my point there, Johnson? I think I did prove my point there. Let me do that again. Did I prove my point there, Johnson? Get it now? I think I did prove my point, Johnson. Who's this guy, Danny Barefoot, and why doesn't he have on shoes? And why should I care who he is? I've got more followers than him. They didn't invite me on the show to ask me who I was going to vote for. After long deliberation, a person we don't know says they've finally decided to support Elizabeth Warren for no substantive reason at all. I consider myself a moderate establishment Democrat. Then I like Elizabeth Warren. There you go. That's kind of my point. That's kind of my point, guys. That's it right there. I've been telling you that Elizabeth Warren is lukewarm on progressive policies. Talks a good game, but I don't feel she has any skin in the game when it comes to progressive policies. And them trotting out the CNN, first they do the segment with her running across the field as if she's in the Olympics. Okay, fine. I'm sure there's one of those on Bernie they're doing right now as I speak, right? Or 19 of the other candidates. And then there's this guy, they do a segment on his feelings about Elizabeth Warren as if we give a damn, as if he's notable at all. I don't get it. But you'll say, Tim Black, you're just being, you're being prejudicial against Elizabeth Warren. You don't see how amazing she really is. And then all I do is I point you to a clip of Elizabeth Warren, and I show you the mirror. Kinda.
For Democratic strategist Danny Barefoot,
It's a great honor to be out here with all of you. I know that this is a scary time in America, and I know that what happens in 2020 is going to determine the direction of our country, not just for 4 years or for 8 years, but for generations to come. And I'm grateful to every one of you who's gotten into this fight, who cares about what happens in this caucus, because I know Iowa is going to be key to what happens to America in the next generation. Thank you. Yes, you are. I just want to wrap this up by saying the reason I'm here. I didn't in a million years think I'd ever end up running for any public office. I've known what I wanted to be since I was in 2nd grade. I wanted to be a public school teacher. Can we hear it for our public school teachers? time I graduated from high school, my family didn't have the money for a college application, much less to send me off to 4 years at university. My big chance was down in Houston, Texas. I got a chance, yes, for a commuter college that cost $50 a semester. And on a price I could pay for on a part-time waitressing job, I got a chance to finish my 4-year diploma and become a special needs teacher. I've already lived my dream job. So I stand here today in front of you to say, never having thought I'd run for office, what brought me in is opportunity. It's a deep down belief in opportunity, not just for some of our kids, not just for those born into privilege, but opportunity for all of our kids.
I can't do more of it, man. I'm sorry. I just can't sit through more of that. Yeah. So what's become apparently obvious to me is that Elizabeth Warren is her rhetoric is just hollow platitudes of personal stories, and it bores the hell out of me. But I would overlook all of that if I thought that she truly believed in what she says she believes in. I'm finding it hard to believe. And then when I read articles like the one in the Atlantic, the one in the New York Times, that point to the fact that Elizabeth Warren has been courting the establishment in the Democratic Party, then it becomes even more crystal clear that Elizabeth Warren is not in it to change the Democratic Party, to revamp it. She's just in it to be in it, to support it, to broaden it, to make it a better, corporate party, so to speak, but not to fundamentally remake it, redesign it. In fact, it points to the fact that Elizabeth Warren helped raise more than $11 million, helping getting Democrats elected up and down the ballot around the country, and sent contributions to all 50 state parties, the national committees, and the redistricting fight. This is what she said she did, touting how great a Democrat she's been. Her point was easy to grasp. While her liberal agenda may be further left than some in the party would like, or what the Democratic establishment would prefer, she is a team player who is seeking to lead the party, not stage a hostile takeover of it. What does that sound like to you? Does that sound like a change agent going in to revamp this whole system that's jacked up? A DNC that publicly admitted that we can go choose whoever we want for our nominee. We're a private organization. You really have no say in who we put out front. Does that sound like somebody wants to dismantle that? No, she doesn't want to dismantle anything. She wants to operate in between the lines. And if you start at the position of, I'm going to operate between the lines, I want to get along with people, I'm going to work it out, I'm going to court the donors, I'm going to do the dance, I'm going to keep the establishment happy, then we all know there's not much room to push you. I mean, you're already where they want you to be, right? So when things get tough, she's damn sure going to cave in. She's already caving in just to get in. That's how I see Elizabeth Warren. She's already giving all the inches that you can give just to get in the door because she wants to be in the club. Listen, if you're looking for a change agent, if that's what you want, then Elizabeth Warren is not your person. Now, if you just say, I just want somebody with some policies that they say they like, that make me feel good that she has these policies, great. But where were those policies in the last 5 years? Where were those policies last election cycle? Where was she last election cycle? She wasn't in the race because she was playing by the rules of the DNC, of the Democratic Party, because she's operating within their framework. I don't believe, guys, that that's what we need. I don't think we need somebody operating within the framework of the Democratic Party. I think somebody needs to rip out the framework of the Democratic Party, remake the Democratic Party from the bottom up, grassroots level, with real leadership, going in a whole different direction away from the corporations and the special interest groups. If Elizabeth Warren is so anti big money, anti-corporate connections, anti-caving into the establishment, why are they able to stomach her? There you go right there. Why are they okay with her? Why is she getting a spread in CNN? Why is she getting fluff pieces from CNN? And why are they coming out saying they can deal with Elizabeth Warren? And why aren't they saying that about other candidates like Bernie Sanders? And don't just tell me it's because Elizabeth Warren is a Democrat. It's more than that. It's because she's pliable, she's willing to adjust, she's willing to play ball, and play ball she has. Now, in the Atlantic article, they point out that this strategy of Elizabeth Warren, because yes, it is a strategy. People make it seem, oh no, she's just really good at working with people and talking, and she's really good at, seeing both sides of an issue. And even she would probably say to me, oh, Tim Black. Gee willikers, Tim Black. Why are you so negative? Well, cook me some Winky Dinkies and some Skittle Pops, and let's sit down and chew the fat, Tim Black. Jesus Christ. If I had a wingding for every drumette, if I had a root beer float for every time there was a guy like you who was just so mysteriously suspicious, calling me sus, that just burns my butt cheeks, Tim Black. You need to get in the game. You need to pick a team. Well, she might say that, or she might not, or she might just say, screw you, Tim Black. I got nothing to say to you. But the point is, I'm trying to make, is that Elizabeth Warren is playing on the team of the Democratic Party. She's not going to call out the DNC. People think it's refreshing. It's refreshing that she's, not trying to tear down the Democratic Party. If you don't think the Democratic Party needs to be torn down, if you don't think it needs revamping, if you don't think it's time to knock down these walls and build a new party basically from the bottom up, I don't know what the hell you've been smoking. They lost 1,000 seats. 1,000 seats. What didn't you get? All of the energy in the Democratic Party has been from progressives or people posing as progressives. These people speak in the language of progressivism. That's why everybody now is a progressive. So if you don't think that's a signal that this thing, and who are these people talking about it needs to stay the same? What sane person thinks they need to stay the same after losing to Donald Trump? Well, just thinking instead of destroying the party and rebuilding it, basically getting rid of the people whose asses you've been kissing for the last, probably decade or two, because all that equity you built on their butt cheeks, Tom Perez, Neera Tanden. I remember some of you cowards were scared of Neera Tanden last election cycle. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't say that. Neera Tanden's got Twitter. She's going to find out, Johnson. She's going to say mean things about us. Oh, my God. Screw Neera Tanden, screw all of them. The bottom line is, you want change or don't you want change? I think there's a lot of people who have a vested interest in keeping things status quo. For job security, Johnson, most of them just pissed off because they already picked out what Georgetown condo or Georgetown brownstone they were going to live in. And then Hillary Clinton lost, and they were like, oh no. And then all of a sudden had to make new arrangements. They had to stay in their same old $750,000 flats wherever they were already stationed. That's the real issue. They didn't get those jobs they thought they were going to get because Hillary lost. And if you don't think Donald Trump being president is not a signal, a beacon in the distance, that maybe your party is full of shit, maybe your party needs a makeover, man, I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, how much low do you have to go? I mean, I understand people have substance abuse problems, and part of being a drug addict is being, a sickness. It's a health issue. I get that. And I know a lot of people don't say they need treatment, but you need treatment. I mean, damn, you don't live, you lost your house, you lost your car, you lost your kids, and now you're giving unclean people sexual favors for $2 in an alley in the back, and you're still going, I'm fine. I'm fine. All your teeth are gone. I look good. What? What's wrong with me? $2? I mean, come on, Democrats. Jesus. Come on. You don't think that's look, if you can't see that this thing needs revamping, see, Elizabeth Warren's not there to get that done. She's not in it to get it. That's why they like her. If she was going to remove all the furniture, knock down the walls, and rebuild this sucker from the ground up as truly a working people's party that cared about unions, that cared about poverty, that was trying to fix the black wealth gap, that was trying to actually correct the freaking sellout to the corporations that they've been, was going to end the private prison industry, all of it. If she's going to do all of that, they wouldn't like her either. She'd be persona non grata. Just like Tulsi Gabbard and Bernie Sanders. Anyone the establishment likes ain't for you. Damn it, they're not cannibals. They're not going to eat themselves. They're not going to chew off their own arms because you got nice glasses or because you got a great, what is that, a maroon blazer or whatever that color is. Because you got a great backstory, because your grandma and your grandpa. No, that's not why, man. They're not going to, the establishment Democrats, the third way, and those other lecherous, treacherous traitors are not going to suddenly have an affinity for you when you're shutting down their meal tickets. And any candidate that they support, that they embrace, cannot be against their interests, and their interest is to continue the corporate Democrat way of being. Damn it. What's so hard to get about that? Jesus. So I'm going to continue to fight the good fight and call out the nonsense. When these people who are saying, Elizabeth Warren, blah, 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 blah. Identity politics, all of it. That's what it is. All right. And this is why I remind you that this show is brought to you by people like you. It's brought to you by people who are regular viewers of the show. They get to the show, they become Tim Black Wolfpack members. They get $5 a month or more. They get various levels of access to shows and free stuff. So, become a Tim Black Wolfpack member today. Because the establishment ain't helping me. Or you, or us, because we speak truth to power. Now, guys, this is ridiculous. All right, so basically the DNC operates on a very simple premise. It's called anyone but Bernie. Yeah, anyone but Bernie will do. First it was Biden. Then it was Kamala. Now it's Elizabeth Warren. Maybe Biden still. Kamala's going to put a fork in it. She's done. Like basically anybody else. Pete Buttigieg, Beto Rising. I mean, anyone except Bernie, basically. Like, yeah, hey, is that bottle of glue interested in being president? There's no one left but Bernie and a bottle of glue. Don't underestimate the quality of a bottle of glue. A bottle of glue is a great thing. It's very useful. And at least it's a Democrat. So, Biden was the flavor of the month, and they still want to try to force Biden through the doors of acceptability by propping him up, by making him appear to be awake or cognizant or aware of anything, his surroundings, able to distinguish colors. At the end of the day, this is what it is with Biden. So there's a clip here of Joe Biden. He's got a new ad out. People are fawning over it. Take a look at this monstrosity.
Lim here. I've worked on 3 presidential campaigns, been a part of the message operation for each one of them, for better or for worse. I've never seen a political advertisement with a message as searing as this one. Watch.
I was sworn into the United States Senate next to a hospital bed. My wife and daughter had been killed in a car crash. And lying in that bed were my 2 surviving little boys. I couldn't imagine what it would have been like if we didn't have the health care they needed immediately. 40 years later, one of those little boys, my son Bo, was diagnosed with terminal cancer and given only months to live. I can't fathom what would have happened if the insurance companies had said for the last 6 months of his life, you're on your own. The fact of the matter is, healthcare is personal to me. Obamacare is personal to me. When I see the president try to tear it down and others propose to replace it and start over, that's personal to me too. We got to build on what we did because every American deserves affordable health care.
Joining this conversation, Republican political consultant and Vox contributor Shermichael Singleton and MSNBC correspondent Garrett Haake, who will be back out traveling with Joe Biden tomorrow in South Carolina. Garrett, I got to start with you. I, as I said, worked on 3 presidential campaigns, was involved in every ad that went out, and have never seen an ad like this. I don't know who made it. I'm sure you could get to the bottom of that by this time tomorrow. But this is why Joe Biden is atop, certainly the polls that we saw today. This is why Joe Biden misspeaking, and I say this as someone who worked for George W. Bush, isn't seeing anything out of his poll numbers from misspeaking, because voters take into account the whole man, the whole story. Voters don't care about that, FYI. And this ad shows to me that if Joe Biden's going to lose, he's going to lose having left every scrap of himself on the field. He's going to rip his heart open, and he's going to say, you know why I was friends with John McCain until the day he died? Because I'm a real bleeping person at a time when there's something else, Donald Trump, someone who seems to put on a different personality every day and everywhere. And at a time when a lot of Democrats seem to be playing a little bit of small ball at this point. What was the strategy behind this ad?
Well, look, I think part of the reason why an ad like this could or should work is because it is so consistent with the person, right? I mean, Joe Biden, we've talked about this before, leads every day with his heart, for better or worse. He's a very emotional candidate. I think he would be perfectly willing to admit that. It's part of the reason why he makes some of the mistakes, quote unquote, that he makes on the trail, because he's just going to be who he is, come better or worse. And you see some of that in this ad. Secondarily, setting aside the personal nature of it, it also speaks to the single most important issue to Democratic voters, other than beating Trump, that we hear over and over and over again, which is health care. Biden has bet the farm that Democratic voters would rather protect Obamacare and build on it than try something new. And to dovetail that with an authentic personal connection, one that he's been reticent to make in the past, to talk so much about his own personal tragedy in such an open way, particularly on television, as opposed.
I can't do it, man. I don't think I can sit through any much more of that. Had to let that go. Can't sit through more of that, guys. All right. So, the reason why Joe Biden is able to stay high in those polls that you say he's high in those polls, I don't know if I totally agree with you or not. It's nothing to do with people overlooking his gaffes and the dumb shit he says. It has to do with people like you making excuses for him. And you know it, too. Who is this lady, and why does she talk like this? Oh, I think I was working for this thing and the other thing. I was such a big deal, and I'm such a big deal, and I know so much, and I'm so much better than everyone else, and I know everything. And for the record, no one cares about you misspeaking because it doesn't really matter. And I used to work for Bush, and now I'm working for the CNN, and I'm a snide jackass. You don't know who I am, and you shouldn't know who I am. I'm paid a lot of money to lie to you is what I'm doing, and I will continue to do so. Wouldn't it be great if CNN hired real people? Yeah, there are a lot of people who care about what Joe Biden says if they actually heard it. And I care about what Joe Biden says, and I'm an actual person. So to say that no one cares when he says, hey, guys, Just imagine if Obama got assassinated. We didn't like it when Clinton said it. Didn't poll well, didn't hurt her. Well, didn't help her, I should say. She ended up losing, right? So how can you say Biden's misstatements aren't going to hurt him? Oh, the stupid statements where you don't even know where you are. You've been there all day and you think you're in another place in a town that doesn't exist called Vermont Town. You don't think people wouldn't be a little leery of that? Oh, no one, for the record, no one cares when you say stupid shit. Because they got a sellout media that keeps lying for people. That's part of the reason why. Now, this whole thing about Biden leading with his heart. How about Biden leading with his hands? You know, I got a question if Joe Biden is actually leading with his heart, if he's not leading with manipulating the hearts of other people. Yeah, man, like, of course it's sad for somebody to lose a child. But to use the 50-year-old situation that happened to you to try to say that means you care about health care seems like a little bit of a leap to me. Oh, and if they would have turned their backs on Bo in his last 6 months of life, I don't know what we would have did. Oh, I guess, I don't know. Since you're a fucking millionaire, maybe they just paid the bill. Stop acting like you know anything about the people that are dying every day. And Joe, if you thought that our health care could have been better, you were in the fucking position to do something about it and you didn't. You were in the White House for 8 years, dude. And all we got was some Republican deal that's perfect for the freaking insurance companies and the pharmaceutical industry and not so good for people like us, like working people. That's part of your problem. But no, all we get to hear about is you want to dismantle and start over and get rid of Obama's great plan. As if there's not a lot of shit wrong with Obama's plan, and as if people wouldn't prefer a public option, as in Medicare for all. Free at the point of service that you pay in taxes, but you make out because you don't end up with any upfront costs. You got no deductibles. You don't think you really don't. Look, here's the thing, guys. People want it. Biden doesn't want it. I bet if we look, we already know that Biden gets big donations. He gets high-price donations. He connects and takes money from the big donors. He's doing the behind-the-door closed fundraisers, all that crap. Just like Kamala Harris. That's what he does. Him and Kamala, same type people. Same establishment clients or candidates. Now, I just wanted to run down a quick list of a few things about Obamacare that suck. Since you keep talking about they want to get rid of Obamacare. It's great. It's fantastic. Yeah, it's so fantastic that people would rather pay the penalty because it's too damn high to have. It's so fantastic. Companies said, oh, God, it's so expensive, we'll just pay the fee. And people lost insurance because of it, Joe. What about that part, Joe? What about that, Joe? What about the cost of pharmaceuticals, Joe? That has people dying because they're cutting in half or trying to ease their dosage or lessen their dosage to stretch their medications? That's part of your plan, Joe. That's part of Obamacare, Joe. It sucks. Why don't we progress? This is not about a legacy for your boy Barack, your buddy Barack. This is about the lives of people, average people, good people, bad people, all people. It's not about making your boy Barack look good. Well, listen, right there. Stop right there. I don't like this. Up here trying to get rid of my plan. Joe, I told you not to run. Damn it, Joe. You guys want some winks? I'm going to go in here and get Joe, get his ass off the stump, get him off the campaign, and get rid of this shitty ad. It's got me looking bad out here. Told him not to run, Joe. Said don't run, Joe. Said don't run, Joe. When Obama was out, you used to stay out. That's what I'm trying to tell you. All this time. All this time. Yeah, the healthcare more people got healthcare, but the healthcare costs went up, Joe. Costs more money, Joe. We want to bring the cost down, Joe. We want to bring it down, Joe. Why didn't Obamacare address the fact that we pay more than any other country for health care, man? You would think that would be something that you would kind of consider in your plan. Not making it more costly than any other plan on the globe. And it doesn't deliver the best results. And our life expectancy has gone down. And treatment is not better. Accessibility is not better. Come on, dude. What are people winning with Obamacare? Yes, it's better than before, but we could do so much better. And here goes the path forward, Medicare for all. But of course, you wouldn't make any of those comments, any of those statements I just made. Because this lady, whoever she is, who talks like this, well, I used to work for the Trump administration, and I work for the other administration, and now I'm working for CNN, and I have very nice handbags. She would never make that comment because she's paid to lie to us. So, yeah. I think that Joe Biden's failed at one point. We'll see what continues to happen here. You know? It's not over. It's not over till it's over. Joe Biden ain't out of this. This thing has still got a long ways to go. But the only way that Joe Biden becomes a nominee is if the DNC decides they want to lose again. And I believe that's going to happen with Joe Biden. I think it's going to happen with Elizabeth Warren, too. Elizabeth Warren, Trojan horse candidate. There you go. That's one of your establishment talking points. You used about other candidates like Tulsi Gabbard. I'm using it on you this time. Elizabeth Warren is a Trojan horse candidate, meaning they put her out there to steal fire from Bernie Sanders, to talk this talk. But at the end of the day, she's not going to fight for those policies that she's putting forward. She wants to get along too much, and you can't change the system by wanting to get along with the system. You can't change it by compromising. She's compromising already. She's going to keep compromising. Joe Biden is part of the system. He always has been the system. Joe Biden, the system. He's lied to people for a very long time. They call it middle class Joe, working class. Who the hell called this guy? He's been a liar and an actor his whole political career. He's never got an Emmy nor an Oscar, but he continues to act. I think it's time he loses his slot. All right, guys. I'm Real Tim Black on Facebook and Twitter. I'm Tim Black at Night on Instagram. Don't forget to become members of the Tim Black Wolfpack. Catch me on Thursday. We're going to be kicking butt Friday. We got the Freedom Friday show. Don't forget, go to Facebook. Become a member of the Tim Black Speak On It group. We keep it going. We keep talking. The conversations keep happening. Don't forget to post news story ideas, what's going on with the world. In case I missed a story or something that you think is vital that the rest of the world needs to know about, we need to set it on fire. Let more people get aware. Educate the masses. We'll be a part of it. Get into it. This is independent media, the best independent media on the globe. I am the most prominent, most watched, most viewed black liberal media on the left, baby. And I'm damn proud of it. It ain't changing. All right. Now I want to go to my comment section, see if I got any super chats, and see if people left comments there. Check it out, guys. We got a couple people in the house. We called out Rev Marie. What's up, Rev Marie? Thank you for a new Tim Black member. Also, Joe White just became an official Tim Black Wolfpack member. Guys, don't forget, email me at clientcare@TimBlackTV. Clientcare@TimBlackTV.com. And send me your mailing address so I can send you out your Tim Black Wolfpack gift pack. All right? That's what it is. That's what it is. Edwin Medina, thank you for the super chat, my brother. Trenda Cooper, thank you for the super chat, sister. I appreciate you, Trenda. Jeremy, you are being disingenuous about the freedom dividend. You being disingenuous. Why? How am I being disingenuous? What's disingenuous about? First of all, fuckhead, it's not disingenuous to say, what about all the other safety nets? What about everything else? Maybe, Jeremy, you live at home. I don't know how you live, bro. But how would that impact Social Security? How would it impact housing assistance? How would it impact everything else that people already get? And what's going to stop people from raising prices on goods and services once you give out the dividend? How is that disingenuous, dude? I don't understand. How is that a disingenuous question? That's a very fucking fair question if you weren't drinking Kool-Aid so often. Oh, give me more Kool-Aid, Johnson. Just open the valve. I'm going to shove it right down my throat. Oh. Dude, that's not disingenuous. You paid me $1 to say that, to read your shitty comment, your shitty question. You are an idiot, Jeremy. Complete idiot. It's not disingenuous to ask a question about how people are going to survive. You're altering the system. How does it affect everything else in the system that's already there, dude? I just gave somebody some money. Okay. Where are you going to live, ho? What about wraparound services? What about child daycare? What about everything else, man? Everything else matters. So we need to have that conversation. That needs to be had. But you know what? At the end of the day, does it really matter, Jeremy? Does it really matter, Jeremy? You ain't got about as much chance of being president as me, man. I mean, come on. Don't piss me off. Hey, we could be nice. We could be nice and cordial, or we could keep it 100 all the way and fuck your feelings. Huh? You really want this? This what you want? Or we going to be nice, we're going to be cordial, and we're going to have conversations. I said we'd be nice and cordial and have conversation and share ideas. I'm all about ideas. Like Dave Rubin, the ideas. All right, next person. Bethlehem. What's up, Beth? How you doing, Bethlehem? I appreciate you. Leonard True says, you want Warren, get a rope while you can afford it and hang yourself. She's a corporate scumocrat. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I just think that Elizabeth Warren is an opportunist. And I think she's doing whatever she thinks she needs to do. And she's doing the most expedient thing politically that she can do. She's playing her cards right as a politician. She's playing towards progressives, but she's not truly progressive in that way. I liked her on the banks. I liked her on the FCC. Hey, man, you got to give props where it's due. But I don't think when it comes to all the other issues that we care about, Medicare for all, $15 minimum wage, Green New Deal, the new criminal justice package that Bernie unleashed, these things that we care about, I don't believe that if Elizabeth Warren was truly for all those policies, that the establishment would be for her. Why would the establishment embrace a person who has policies that are so counter to their survival as a corporate party? That's all I'm saying. If Elizabeth Warren is truly coming in to switch the power balance, to make these changes, the people that want to keep status quo would hate her. They wouldn't like her. There would be no reason for them to embrace her. Why would they embrace her if there hasn't been conversation, if there hasn't been some decision that she is more movable, that she's more pliable? It has to be, guys, because they're not going to make a decision based on anything else. They're not going to decide to roll with Elizabeth Warren because they like her cooking or because she made a great potato salad. That ain't how shit works. Learn the truth. Warren wants to kill what's left of the working and middle class. Now, I don't know about that. I don't know if she wants to kill working. I just think she's a sellout. Man, there were times to do things that define you. I know people are going to get tired. I know they're tired of hearing this. I know. There's some people tired of hearing it. But let me just say this, man. When Bernie was running in 2016 and Massachusetts was on the board, Elizabeth Warren's support of Bernie at that time would have been major. It would have been a big deal. It would have been risky as hell for Elizabeth Warren. What did she choose to do? When Obama was doing the wrong thing by Standing Rock and the people there, the Dakotas and the Lokotas down there, what did Elizabeth Warren do? Instead of speaking out against Obama and putting him on the hot seat, what did she do? She stayed quiet. You could say I'm down on her for reasons that you don't agree with, but don't say I don't have reasons. It just goes to character. It goes to who she is. Her track record on standing up. And fighting the establishment is a I got to imagine it's going to be the hardest thing you ever do in your life if you actually do it. And I just don't think Elizabeth Warren has it in her to do. That doesn't mean she doesn't make a hell of a great s'more sandwich or a fluffer butter sandwich. That just means she's got too much fluffer in her own butter. Beef Poe. Animal Farm barks at the horse. Knew he was getting screwed, but still supported the pigs who screwed him even all the way to the glue factory. That's how I see centralist or corporate voters. JVL said, coffee! I feel you, man. Damn, Larry's on what? She said that Larry says Warren sounds like a girl in porn memes screaming. I can't read that, Larry. Gee willikers, Larry. Why so crass? Why such a potty mouth, Larry? I gotta say, Larry, you have a potty mouth. Cut it out. All right, Jeremy, bruh, you need to read the policy. I support black biz. Okay, Jeremy, cool. I'm telling you, dude, but don't say it's disingenuous to ask these questions. It's not disingenuous. I don't have time to read his damn website. I saw his response to Bernie. His response to Bernie was, you don't like my plan? Screw you, Bernie. You're a cranky old bastard. Why did he start saying that? Why didn't he say that? He should have said it. His retort to Bernie should be more substantive than, forget you, old guy. I'm Andrew Yang. Math mofo. All right. Deshus, is there a way to notify us early for live streams? I'm East Coast, but I will stay up if I see for you. Hey, dude, there should be. Sometimes it's hard putting the show together. It takes longer than I expected. I feel like today we had less stories, but I think they were good stories, right? So it just takes a little longer sometimes. I'm a one-man operation sometimes, and it gets tough, you know? But it's supposed to be 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So my bad, yo. I'll do better Thursday and hopefully Friday as well. Be here 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, man. Yeah, Jeremy, man, look, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, you just pissed me off for a minute, man. But it's all love, bro. It's not like, I think that people are looking for solutions. I don't knock Jeremy. I'm not sitting around knocking Yang. You know, that's not what I do. When I first heard Yang's policies, I liked it. It was new. It was refreshing. I liked that he sat down and he went around with the truckers and he's looking at automation. He's looking at robotics and how that affects people's jobs and opportunity. I like that about Andrew Yang. I think it's a conversation that needs to be had. But when I ask questions or when I make these statements or whatever, it's never coming from a place of like, you know, where I want to destroy the man. I don't want to destroy. First of all, I can't. Just a guy with a, you know, little small network, a media, you know, content creator, media company. That's all I got. It's small. But, yo, it's never like, I'm not paid. You know, I'm a real person. I got real community. And I got real questions. And I got real issues with some of the things that are going on. But that's different than a dishonest actor. And I felt like that's what you were insinuating, that I was a dishonest actor. I'm not a dishonest actor. All right, so I'm not going to have a back and forth about it, you know, any further. I'll just say, I feel you. You support your guy, that's great. You know? That's cool. All right. All right, guys. That's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I think I got everybody. Warren ran from Hamptons to Doral. Larry the Truth said he ran from the Hamptons to Doral. I guess that's another place to raise money. I don't know. I thought she said she wasn't doing closed-door fundraisers. So maybe I'm misreading that, all right? You know, she's not doing them yet. She'll do them in the general because she wouldn't want to unilaterally disarm herself, you know. Meaning she don't think she can win unless she can get a bunch of money from special interests, which means she's going to end up caving to those special interests. That's what that means to me. You know, if you give $5 to the show It's just $5, right? But if you get $5 a month to this show, you do so with an expectation of something, don't you? It's not like I could just stop doing shows and go on a sabbatical for 3 months, right? So when people give these candidates money, they have expectations too. And they're giving a lot more than $5 a month, Johnson. Oh, we're talking about big dollars, Johnson. So when Elizabeth Warren says, I'll take that big money, I'm glad you mentioned that because I forgot to mention it. Taking big money should be directly opposed to a principle we think that all candidates should have. This should be end of conversation. End of discussion. People are trying to bend and contort and make that fit into their thought process, into their convictions of being progressive. When you know it doesn't, man. One candidate that's going to take big money. We've been here before. We know what that leads to. Don't take special interest, big donor money, none of it. Funded by the people. Be beholden only to the people, man. That's it. That's it, guys. If I can do it, she can do it. That's how I see it. All right, guys, I'm gone. Real Tim Black, Facebook and Twitter. Thank you guys for being here. I love you. Remember, don't let nobody take your cornbread. Keep your cornbread. Right? And remember, don't get into arguments with people. Just sprinkle some facts on them and keep it moving. We ain't got to argue. I speak my truth. You speak your truth. Peace.